He has moved forward in his life. I have moved backward. So I am now again back in the position I had 29 years ago as the Minister of Finance in Norway. But it was an important meeting. We had good discussions on several issues. I also had different bilateral meetings with different commissioners in Brussels today and yesterday.
Minister, you also said last week that Norway won't exclude to participate in this mechanism the EU wants to launch.
No, but it's too early to have any specific position on a scheme we haven't seen, and the EU has not decided exactly how this will be organized. I also discussed now with the Belgian Minister of Finance this issue, and of course they have raised their concerns, and I think the EU needs in a way to sort out those issues which are on the table, and it's not for me to give EU advice on how to address these issues on guarantees on the security of this financial mechanism or lending scheme. But again, what matters is that Ukraine receives support. And whether Norway provides that support directly, as we do today, or via a EU scheme is not the most important thing.
In light of the corruption scandal erupting on Wednesday, has this rattled Norway or the EU's support for Ukraine when it comes to financial assistance? And how are you going to make sure that any financial support for Ukraine isn't misappropriated?
We are providing our support through different international channels, including, for instance, NATO, which has a mechanism to provide support to Ukraine. And I am absolutely confident that the NATO mechanism, but also the other mechanisms which we are providing support to Ukraine through, they do the utmost to make sure that the money is actually delivered and used to protect Ukraine. I know also that President Zelensky really works hard to fight corruption, and we should support him in those efforts. But the right response is not to reduce support to Ukraine. The right response is to continue to provide substantial economic and military support to Ukraine, and then help him in fighting corruption, because it's urgent and it's important for us that Ukraine succeeds in stopping the Russian aggression.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.